Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Grand Adventure. When last we left, our party had just finished brutally murdering Kildrak, who didn't even put up a fight.
Broudran.
Broudranally.
Broudranally killing people. I like that.
All right. Now, the big question is, what are you all going to do? There is a rather large pile of stuff right behind where he was.
And I believe when I was checking, it was magical, I believe you had mentioned.
Oh, there was quite a lot of magic coming from that general area.
I'm gonna go start checking it out.
Gotta start checking. All right. Well, we'll say that after a little bit, there should actually be a handout in all of your loot list journals. Yep, loot list. Setting forth most of the things that you find that have some type of magic coming off of them. Or just, you know, things that you know are valuable, like money.
Oh, no. No. I see one of those. That is not you sneaky bastard. That deck 22 cards, that is not happening. I know what that is.
What that is?
That is referred to as a deck of many things. You see, when you have a deck of many things, you have to decide how many cards you pull out of the deck. That's all the cards you will ever be able to pull out of that deck. The cards are equally divided above really good things happening and really horrible things happening.
Ooh, we
but
should take it.
But
well, we're taking it. But
does Vranik know what it is?
Yeah, Vranik don't clay does. No.
But hold on. Is it a rather large deck?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
You can have the large quarterstaff if you're feeling like you're not man enough there, sir.
Gannel got frozen on like the perfect. Gannel got frozen on like the perfect frame.
Like everything I passed through is all magical, right? Every single one of these.
Yep, everything on this list is the stuff that you have like gathered is magical in nature.
By the way, should I just switch out shield as my domain to identify? Because that's really the only change I have.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
I mean, you guys are welcome to pull cards out of the deck.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that'd be the funny part.
Actually, nobody knows what it is. Technically. Everyone knows what it is, but no character knows what it is.
I have several interests in this file here.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you do.
Bracers, little bag, cloak, ring. The little pornography book there.
I'm also curious that you're not going after the bow.
I have a bow. I can look at it though.
Well, it's a bunch of stuff that you don't know what it does. You know it's magic in some way, shape, or another. But currently you know nothing.
Is there something there that will catch Grum's eye?
I don't know. Is there the bracer?
So that's it. You can like look at the set of what's there, and you could tell.
Oh, the loot list. Oh.
Yeah, there's an entire list of things.
Is there anything in the ordinary looking bag?
No, doesn't seem to be. Does it look like the bag has a bottom? Like if I'm gonna open it up and look in it.
You're not really
A
sure. It
tome?
just looks kind of like dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick my hand in it and see what happens.
It just
How far does it
it
go?
just keeps going. You get up to like your shoulder.
Okay then. Well, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I know what that is now.
Ooh, there's a ring. And there's a tome with an image of a buff humanoid creature. What the fuck is that?
All right. I need to look at identify because I never had to bother with it. Well, oh, it's a ritual. Okay.
Yep, it takes 10 minutes as
So
a
I can
ritual.
systematically sit down and go through all these.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna tell everybody I can, with time, identify all this stuff and figure out exactly what everything is. But I'm not entirely certain we should be standing here, so I'm gonna hold the bag and go. I'm pretty sure I've heard of one of these. Seems bottomless. Let's kind of stuff everything into the bag, and then haul money and all.
Why? If something comes in, we'll help.
I'm
Fight it.
I'm worried it's the demon guy.
Well, the
'Cause-
demon guy is gonna get to us regardless, wherever he comes from.
Yeah, but I'd rather it be on our terms and not when we're unprepared.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and do that.
I'm
Then.
gonna start putting everything in the bag.
Can we at least split up the money?
Sure.
How
would we
big is the bag opening?
It's like a normal sized bag.
Would I fit in it?
If it's what I think it is, there will be no air.
Yeah, as I'd say, you could probably like finagle a way in. Like most bags, you can kind of like stretch the actual opening a bit.
I'm just thinking, you know. And we need to hide. There's a tiny dwarf that can be hidden at. Great, actually.
So
Yeah, go
between the
ahead
five
and-
of us, we'll have 10. No, there's. Do you not count Malik?
I always forget about Malik. When it comes to this. Yeah, so Malik does.
See, Grum counts Malik. Grum counts Malik. Come on now, that's Katoon right there. Between the five of us, we'll each have 10
Actually,
platinum.
Saevrick, that no longer kills them; it teleports them
To a
the
different
astral
plane. Yeah.
We ain't getting rid of our honest with that. Unfortunately.
That was a good.
Sadly.
So we just
You're
need a
gonna-
sphere of annihilation.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna need a sphere of annihilation.
We can work on
even
that.
even then, it can kill a god.
So if we divvy up the money
So we'll
5
have
ways,
10 platinum each, 170 gold each, and 300 silver each.
170 gold, you said?
Yeah, because there's like 50 platinum, 850 gold, and 1500 silver. So it's 10 platinum, 170 gold, 300 silver. Dang, we're rich.
Well, yeah, but there's not a lot we can spend it on except maybe buying ourselves a base.
Maybe.
Which, admittedly, my one teleport spell that I have access to might be a good idea. Word of
Possibly.
recall, I need a sanctified location.
Yeah. Imo no si
Alright.
padre con no si.
Yeah, I gotta sit there and be like, cast Consecrate for like 3 days or something and basically holy the
something crazy.
holy it up. I can do it, this is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Alright, so are you just chucking all this stuff into the bag? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll chuck everything into the bag and check and see if it weighs anything. Other than the money, we're divvying up the cash. Malik gets
Yeah.
a share too.
Alright. You chuck everything in the bag. It seems to fit.
What is that?
Electrum.
Oh.
It's kind of like it's like a midway between the gold and silver. It's really weird.
It's a half gold, is if I remember
Yeah.
right. It's really fucking weird, and I don't know why it exists.
If for some reason I put down I have 5 EP, so I
got
don't know
4.
why.
You probably
I
got
think
some
we
at
got
one point.
60
Yeah.
time.
Ah, okay. Well, we're heading out then. Who
Alright.
gets to hold the bag?
I'll carry it.
Are you searching any more of this place?
Up to Broudran, really.
Well, is there anything that I can I'll roll perception. Is there anything that I can see that would be good for me?
Well, in the, like, as far as, like, in the stuff that he had back there,
Yeah.
there's, like, random weapons and things. Pretty much everything that had any type of magical aura, Vranek has declared as what it is. Like, that's your loot list.
In that case, nope. I'm good to go.
Fucking Gannel. Alright. So you all head back outside. Seems like all the corpses are still just kind of there on your way out. They just stopped moving at one point. Whatever, in the middle of whatever patrol they were doing. When you get outside, you still see the village and the destroyed wall, all the just undead corpses around the wall. Where do you go from here? What do you do from here?
Well, we need to get back to the safety of probably Godric's vigil. What do you guys think?
I'm okay with that. I'm still processing this entire, me
Murdering?
avenging my family thing and murdering someone that wanted to be killed.
Are you gonna keep his head?
Oh yeah.
Good
Well, you
man.
didn't say you picked up his head, but okay, you picked up his head.
Didn't I say it last time? Or maybe not. Yeah.
I don't think you did, because it was
Raised
as
head.
soon as you cut off his head, he did like that, and you were like talking to it because it was kind of
Oh.
talking, and then it.
Yeah, I'm totally keeping his head.
Okay.
Can I have one of his fingers?
Yeah, go nuts.
Are you claiming anything
Okay.
else off the deceased corpse?
Just his pointy finger.
Okay, you claim his his pointer finger.
Hey, remember Grum collects
You
little things.
Grum, since you're going up to the actual corpse, you'll probably notice it a little bit more. He had actually like impaled his legs to the throne.
Wait, what?
So he couldn't have gotten up if he wanted to.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Wait,
That guy was a sick puppy.
why is... I'm gonna mention this out as Grum. Why is his legs stuck here?
I think he was trying to keep his body from doing things.
Or maybe this is a trap.
That would be why we're leaving.
Well, let me get this finger real fast.
You have to actually like remove the gauntlet because it had been in plate gauntlets basically. So you pry that off and you cut off his finger.
Grummy gets the trophy.
The eye was the broken one. Grum did nothing and she wants a trophy.
Hey, I have a perfectly good hobby, okay? I miss all this adventuring stuff, my hobby is pretty tame.
That
All
is
right.
entirely true.
So yes, you're outside. Where are you going as soon as you go outside the keep?
Well, does anything look different out here?
Outside, you
hear
don't
anything weird?
particularly see anything different, no. Like, the town is still kind of half destroyed. You do see, like, a person or two kind of, like, out and about, kind of, like, looking kind of weird at the things that aren't moving. Just... And then they hear the door, or you're assuming they heard the doors opening because they look back at you and they try to, like, run back inside.
Broudran, I think you should make an announcement.
Yes, let them know the tyrant is dead.
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, I'm gonna take the head out and I'm gonna raise it up in the air. And I'm gonna say, "Fear no more. Kildrak is now dead."
that like one dude kind of peers out his window, just. But wait, ain't you the one who blew up my mum's house?
I'm going to.
Does this mean you're gonna leave us alone? Could you please leave?
Yes.
Is he still the only guy there?
Oh yeah, he's still like the only guy like peering his head out the window, and you can see like someone's trying to grab onto his shoulders and like drag him in, but he's like, fuck off.
Is there
You can't really hear what he's saying because you're really far away. Like you're probably a good like 120 feet, but like he was shouting like, "Ain't you the one?"
The one that completely massacred the town, yes.
We are leaving.
I'm gonna stick. Is there a pike nearby at the entrance of town that I can just stick his head on?
I mean, there's like, as far as towards the entrance of town, there was like all the weird undead soldiers. They had all manner of weaponry. There's probably a rusty ass pike.
There you go. I'm gonna make it like I'm gonna make that a display.
He just kind of, okay then. He looks a little bit like disturbed.
And then we'll leave.
All right. What's it? Let's see. Does anyone have a passive perception above 20 other than Gannel?
I'm at 15.
Wait, I'm gonna tell Broudran, you're just gonna leave a perfectly good head to them? Why not keep it with you? That's your trophy. That's...
Yeah, but I don't want to have the reminder of what he did to my family.
Oh, I just realized I need
But
to
he's
carry
also
on.
a reminder of your glory, of
That.
your glorious
There we go.
victory over him and his
Yeah.
tyranny.
But I feel bad enough that I completely destroyed the town, so at least if I can display that there's no threats anymore, then at least I'll feel a bit better about myself.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll give you that. You want his finger? I can give you his finger if you want.
No, you can keep it, Grum.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank you. You're a good person, Broudran.
Oh. All
Are we
right.
still there, or
What was it?
are we still there?
You were starting to head off.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, we're walking.
I'm just having a moral dilemma here.
Okay.
What's wrong?
I mean, we did free this town and we did destroy it, and now we're taking money that probably belonged to these people.
They can have my money. They can have the
Instead,
money. If they
as
want
far as I'm
to.
concerned, I'm taking it back to them, and I turn on my start walking.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna
you-
follow. I'm gonna Broudran's gonna realize that, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's the one that caused that big tornado to fuck up the town. So
You don't say. All right. Well, you start heading back to town. Some people had like started coming out as you were leaving, and a bunch of them like run back in, like, oh fuck! And the one guy who had like stuck his head out, basically calling you out, just like, oh, what the fuck you want now? You said you were leaving. Fucking go!
I have my hands up and just start slowly walking towards him. Do not fear.
Oh, I'm not gonna fucking shoot you. Does it look like I have a
No.
fucking bow?
I'm showing you that I am not going to hurt you.
All right, fair enough.
Take one hand and
hang
slowly.
on just a second. And he's going over the pike that Broudran left, and he's like uprooting it and fucking trying to like scrape off the head and like kick it away.
And I found some gold in the keep. Well, we all did. I don't feel right taking it because I'm sure it belonged to you and your folk. And I'll kneel down and I'll put the bag on the ground in front of me, stand up slowly, and walk away from it.
Yeah, well, that's real nice of you and everything, but he didn't actually take anything from us.
Well, it appears that we've taken more from you than he may. And I'm sorry, this is all that I have, but it's the only thing I can give you right
Fair enough. Fair enough. Can you do us a favor?
now. Name it.
At this point, Broudran's kind of like walking up behind him. Keep his crazy ass away from our town, please!
I'll try my best.
Side quest, never mind.
I'm keeping my money. I didn't go.
I'm gonna put my my money as well in the same bag as Saevrick.
Oh, you just right. Well, thanks. Can you please leave? First, you tried to leave this fucking horrid decoration. He's mainly looking at Broudran. Like, first you blew up our fucking town, then you tried to leave this horrid fucking decoration that's gonna drive off all our potential customers.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna leave.
I'm just waiting for everyone to get back. I'm just like, what the hell are they doing?
Alright, you leave and start walking back. Raise it and take the head.
It's a good thing Grom wasn't there to see that, because that's a disrespect to the trophy.
Alright. So you two head back to the party and start going there. By the way, the weather's starting to look a little bit rainy? It's getting very, very cloudy and dark.
Great. Anyone got any ideas how to deal with this?
Well, we can.
Deal with it.
We can
Oh, I
deal with the rain.
suppose.
Yeah, we'll just have Malik pop the bubble over us again.
When we sleep, yeah, not when we're moving.
Wait, what time of day is it?
Well,
Well,
let's
don't you have
see. You got here about
something that can
halfway
make a
through the
shack?
day.
Once we're sleeping,
You're
not while we're
probably
moving.
about like 3/4 of the way through the day, so you got like about a quarter day left. So you're gonna be dealing with it more towards like night.
Yeah, we'll just slug through it. We're
Yeah, I'll just throw my hood up and my mask on and undo my bow.
ooh, listen to the
Starts
rain.
raining. As you
Somebody-
solemnly march away from these ingrates, as Grum says.
I'm gonna bow my head to the group and I'm gonna go scout ahead and I'm just gonna turn on my heel and start walking.
I'm just gonna
Alright.
keep an eye on Gannel while he's doing that as and we're walking.
What's our order?
I'll probably be up front.
I'll be up front too.
Alright.
I like how Dave is accusing me of pondering killing more party members. I like that.
Yeah. You're still frozen, by the way, Vranik. And I still can't see Broudran. Sad day.
Oh, let me restart.
Magic of Roll20.
Yeah, magic of Roll20. Alright. So you all travel on for a decent portion of the day. Or I should say what's left of the day. Towards the end of the night, Candide, you see something weird on your way through the forest. You've been tracking down this weird thing that basically, or you've been tracking down the perpetrators of the crime that you've been trying to right. And it's led you this far, really, really far from your home, actually. You've gone over the ocean, you've gone through many, many plains and mountainsides. You've never quite seen a group like this, though. There's a rather large yellow dragonborn, just clad in plate mail, alongside...
Oi! Bronze!
Bronze. Right alongside a rather intimidating-looking half-orc. As well as kind of a couple that are just chilling back, including a dwarf who seems really, really proud of himself. You do notice something kind of odd about one of them, though. One of them seems to be entirely encloaked in water.
What a...
Gannel, you see someone looking at you from the forest.
I'll just stop where I'm at.
I'm just staring at him right now.
I'm just kind of curious if the rest of my party's stopping or moving too.
Malik was right near you, so he kind of stops. Everyone else is in front of you. Malik, like, comes up. What's wrong?
Okay.
How far away is he?
He's probably like 100 feet. He's kind of out in the forest a bit.
Say to our left. In the brush.
To your right, actually.
To the side!
To the
Stage right.
Oh, yes. To my right, about 100 feet in the brush. Someone is watching us.
Do I notice these two just stopped?
Kind of.
Mommy?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna nudge Grum and Broudran and go, something's going on.
Wait, what? There's a fight?
I don't
And
know.
I put up my axe.
I don't know
Where?
if it's a fight yet.
Malik, stay here. And I start walking right towards him.
I just hold my ground.
I'm just gonna come up to Malik. What the hell's going on?
I don't know. He said that he spotted someone in the bushes watching us, and I kind of see him. I think. Not really sure.
I'll just start putting my bow back over my shoulder.
Is it nighttime
Raise a
right
hand.
now? Like dark?
It's getting pretty close.
I return the
is there a rock
gesture and
nearby?
also raise my hand.
We're just traveling on the road. Feel free to come out.
At this point, I will walk out of the forest and actually walk up to Gannel slowly.
You know, I really can't see them. Is there a rock nearby, Virus?
Well, he's kind of out now. Like he stepped out of the forest, and you can kind of see him now.
I'll move closer if he allows it and extend a hand.
Again, I'll return the gesture, stick a hand out.
Just clasp the wrist, shake.
What business is your party on?
You just returned from the keep, not too far from here.
He seems friendly enough, eh, Malik?
Yes, although I'm
Well, it just so happens that I'm looking
hesitant
for.
lately.
It just so happens that I'm looking for the group that destroyed my home, and from the looks of you, it could be you. I'm not sure.
Where is your home?
My home is far from here. I have traveled far in order to find those who destroyed the land that I come from.
Do I hear this from where I am?
What was that?
Can I hear this conversation from where I am at this point?
Oh yeah, it doesn't sound like they're being particularly quiet.
I'm gonna call out, I'm gonna go, we didn't even meet each other till we got here.
What?
He speaks the truth.
Grum, apparently he's searching for people who destroyed his homeland and he thought it was us.
Candide, you do actually have a kind of like cloth-ish of the people who destroyed your home just lurking around. It's what you've been using to track these people.
Yes. You are an odd bunch, half orc and a dwarf, and
you
only
notice a
God
very,
knows what
very,
else.
You notice a very, very similar symbol on one of them.
Which one?
The dwarf, looking rather proud of himself.
You, dwarf. The only thing that I have to track these people with is this piece of cloth. And it seems that you bear the same symbol.
It's the tiny little one that you have kind of tied off.
Have you happened to destroy an entire area recently?
Well,
no.
if it's
no.
far away from here, then no.
We have unfortunately destroyed several large swaths of land, but nothing not here.
And it was just this one time, I swear.
I'm just gonna look at Broudran and be like, I swear, you didn't cause any landslides across the ocean, did you?
Are you pulling out the cloth, Candide?
Yeah.
Broudran, you recognize it immediately. It's Kildrak's symbol.
Oh!
We'd lost someone.
No, mate, that's
we lost
not
Grum.
me. That wasn't me. That was actually the guy that we just killed at the keep.
That's weird.
That was his army, not mine. I'm a kind dwarf. I seek, a little bit of avenging for what he did to my family, so I guess we're on the same side.
So you killed the man that bears this symbol?
Yeah, I could show you his head. I left it on the pike.
Broudran, we're not going back to that town.
Oh wait, I have his
I
finger.
can't go back there.
I have his
I am not
finger,
welcome
Broudran.
there.
I can show you his finger.
Yeah.
And I pull it out.
I'm just gonna sigh.
You can't have his finger though. This is my trophy.
I'm gonna walk up to the newcomer, hold out my scaly clawed hand and go, "My name is Vranik, and you are?"
My name is Candide. It's a pleasure.
What's he look like now that I'm actually up close to him? And he's within my daylight. Yeah, by the way, I'm glowing because I have a daylight spell on me.
Yeah.
He is a rapier-wielding human who carries two-hand crossbows, and from what you can tell, he seems to be well-versed in the ways of the outdoors and nature,
So what you're telling me is he
has a
smells
beard.
kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps to a dragon like yourself.
I resemble that remark, so.
I resemble that remark.
Ain't bathed in a while, that sort of thing.
I mean, that could be the case. He's a bit dirty, yes. You try tracking your enemies for weeks across multiple terrains and see how you look and smell, sir.
Frank's is gonna look at him and go, "Well, we killed what we think is the leader of that, but he's part of a larger problem."
If what you say is true, then an enemy of my enemy is my friend. It is your intention to kill the rest of his army?
We have a list. Malik, can we get the to-do list?
Malik was already preemptively like unrolling the thing, just like this is only the beginning. Yes, we'll mark that. Or he actually like kind of is holding it underneath like his arm because it's raining. So he's like, I don't want it to get wet.
Yeah, we're kind of organized about who we're murdering.
And how long have you been going down this list?
Oh, we just started
to organized crime.
We just started getting really organized about this because just a warning. So if you see like down there on number 3-ish, you'll see a thing called Demon Guy and Uranus. So the Demon Guy is a demon lord who is apparently.
Wait! I'm gonna stop Rennick. Okay, we just know this person right now, and we're already telling everything.
Well, he was looking for the same people that Broudran was looking for. Actually, can I do an insight check to see if he's on the level?
Go ahead, now that you've given, like, most of your plan away.
Candide just runs off, you know, snatches the list. And
yeah, and then I start raining death on him from afar. I can kill people if
I was about to say, which, let's face it, if he's working for that buddy of yours, then, that probably wouldn't mean much.
One of him and 5 of us.
Yeah, this is true. But okay, he seems to be on the level.
I'm gonna look at him and go, as far as I can tell, he seems alright. Smells bad, though. Need to get him a bath.
He smells fine to me.
You know what, Grum? I forget that you live out here.
I'm gonna take a long sigh.
The rain is nature's bath. It is all I need.
I'm gonna take a long look up.
Hey, Malik, do you think he's alright?
It's getting close to dark. We might as well just camp for the night, and we can make our pleasantries then.
For now, I suppose so, although I would recommend not getting him in the protective sphere for tonight.
That's fine. Let's see. How forested is it?
Until I can figure out more about him.
Works for me.
I require nothing. I can fend for myself for the night.
Nah, we ain't gonna let you. That wouldn't be neighborly. How forested is where I am?
Off to the side there where he was in, it's pretty forested. If you go in, like, just even
yeah,
a
it's
little
not
bit.
gonna be forested anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Fabricate and make my happy little. But I'm gonna put it kind of near the road, so now it's gonna be a nice little roadside house. With I'm gonna put like a little wooden Godric's holy symbol on the side.
Congratulations.
I am not keen. I am not
just-
keen on you destroying nature, but I do appreciate the gesture.
That's for all of us. You're welcome to get out of the rain.
Is this gonna be like another Ariza, but instead of with animals, it's gonna be with trees? Is he a tree hugger?
Fucking tree hugger. Alright. You go in, I'm assuming. Malik makes his... Malik kind of, like, insists that you stay to one side of the shack, Candide. Or I should say the half-elf in flowing water that they call Malik.
Right. I awkwardly walk to the other side of the room. You know, it's a very... feels uncomfortable, right? But I do as I can tell that you guys would want, and just sit off to the corner, sort of by myself.
Well,
Malik gets to the other side.
I'm gonna be out of the thing and kind of chit-chat with him, but I'm gonna explain, like, it's just a precaution. We're dealing with things that are beyond just a simple murderous rampaging lunatic that we already killed.
Yes, of course. And I'm willing to accept whatever treatment you offer because your list intrigues me, so...
Malik is like starting the motions, and he's kind of like in between it. He's kind of trying to like motion for Anna, get over here.
Yeah, I'll go over. I'll make sure I'm within it. I meant I was gonna, after he's done, be out, like walk back out.
So yeah, all of a sudden, Candide, you just see like a weird, kind of opaque bubble just pop up. You can't see anyone anymore. You just see like weird purple dome.
I just find somewhere to sit. I am a man of simple means.
You've still got a decent amount of the like shack.
I tend to make them low and long.
Broudran, do you have any ale? Wine? Anything?
I think we still have...
you should
cash,
still
right?
have some.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have some of the Godric's brew from when you just bought it to get
I
hammered.
am going to look at Candide and go, are you injured at all?
No, I am a bit tired and hungry and thirsty, but I am used to that, so...
I'm gonna grab the cask and look at Brannick, not Brannick, Saevrick, sorry, Gannel. Jesus, you sound like my father. and tell him let's go give him a treat.
Let's go.
Yes, I have many souls to atone for. Let us start with this one.
Let's do it. I'm gonna go and offer him some hay.
Alright, I know what I'm doing in the morning.
I take the ale and take a really big swig. You can tell that I haven't had anything to drink in a while. And
Go ahead and make a con save.
That's probably not the best thing to do.
This is the best thing ever.
Damn!
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you seem fine. You take a swig and this shit burns. It is strong.
I'm so thirsty that my body just processes it too quickly for me to get drunk.
Apparently.
Take a cup and sit down next to him. I don't think we've been formally introduced. I heard your name, but my name is Gannel Ganoon.
Well, Gannel Ganoon.
Did he return a lich?
Hmm.
What was that?
You were talking. I was wondering what you were saying.
Dave just... So when Gannel died, did he return a lich? He did not form a phylactery, no, so he is not a lich, unfortunately. Lich Gannel would be terrifying.
So how far away is your home from here?
Many days and nights farther than I can remember at this point. It's the chase for those that destroyed my home that has led me this far. So I'm interested to hear more about this person that you've killed, that the dwarf spoke of.
Kildrak. He made a pact with a devil fiend. I'm not sure what he was.
I am also unclear of his motives, but I am thrilled to hear that you have killed him, and I appreciate the hospitality that you and your friends or fellow travelers have shown me so far.
Well, he had a big debt to pay here to Broudran.
Yes, the dwarf hinted at that. He certainly owed me a debt as well.
Sort of motion over. The big one's Grum. Don't anger.
I wouldn't dare. She's an ugly one.
I wouldn't say that either. Just a word of warning, that's all.
Yes. The last thing I would do is pick a fight with a half-orc.
By the way, I'm going to, while me and Malik and Grum are in the bubble, I'm just going to lean over to him and go, in the morning, I'll make sure we get the truth out of him, kind of how we had to do with you, Malik.
Mm-hmm.
And Malik is our babysitter.
Also, I'm going to start making sure we have
I'm
food,
not your
although-
babysitter.
Although I'm not sure Grum's going to like the food I can make.
What is it?
Bland.
Bland.
Fuck that. No, I'm gonna search my pack if I still got some meat.
Where's it we're heading?
You were heading back to, I think Godric's Vigil is where you guys were initially trying to head back to.
Yeah. I can't ever keep these towns straight.
I only remember
No
because,
worries.
you know, it's...
So we're heading to Godric's Vigil in the morning. I don't know if you want to continue on your quest, but there's not much to go find out.
If you intend to follow and trace those people on that list, I have no home to return to. Perhaps it would be best if I did join you.
Sort of nod, slap him on the shoulder. I don't know where the fuck we're going to begin at, but you're welcome to join us.
It's a hell of a lot better than continuing to walk around in places that I don't know where the fuck I am going, sir. So,
I know the feeling. With that, I'll stand up and put my cloak back on. I'm going to go take a look out.
Okay.
And I'll walk out.
By the way, Vranik, were you actually bothering to identify all that stuff, or?
Oh yeah, I'll take the time to sit down and identify every single one.
It's gonna
Fire
take you a
ritual.
while. Yep.
10 minutes per item. Because
So yeah,
identifies.
you're gonna be spending about an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's fine. We're killing time, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
As I figure out each one, I'm gonna call it out. So.
So,
Let
are you doing it
everybody
in
know.
order of the list here, or are you doing it in any type of order?
I'll just go straight from the top.
All right.
As I pull them out of the bag.
Welcome back. So the first one, that little amulet that kind of is in the shape of a heart, it's actually an amulet of health. You know that it makes a person feel healthier and just more sturdy. Game terms wise, it makes your con 19.
should I even have this loot?
Well, they're identifying their loot, and I just put it in everyone's because it's easier that way than individualizing.
So that one sets the wearer's con to 19.
Yep.
Okay.
The bracers are bracers of archery, which give +2 damage to the actual, like, bow attacks. Makes you feel like a really good bowman.
I'm just gonna immediately take those bracers and hand them to Gannel.
That is not in here, actually.
A set of
Oh,
bracers?
you guys walked outside?
Oh, yeah, he walked outside.
Just set it aside
Okay.
for now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set it aside. I'm like, well, that's Gannel's.
As you obviously figured out, the bag allows you to hold many, many things. And you have determined that it is in fact a bag of holding.
Yeah, they don't have types in this edition, do they?
No, not for
It's
bags
just
of
one
holding.
flat bag, right? Good.
Technically. The bow is kind of interesting. It's designed to, like, make sure that your attacks hit harder and more true. As well, it enables the user to summon the forest to aid them once in a while. It's a +3 longbow that can cast Entangle at DC 14 once per day. Let's see. You already know what the strange pouch of 22 cards is.
Oh, well, I, Clay, know. Now
You now
knows.
know. You now know.
Oh, God have mercy on our souls.
The starry cloak is it has really bright stars around the collar, and as you're kind of identifying it, you notice that one could actually peel them off and, like, throw them at people. It's a robe of stars, and when you peel one off, it casts Magic Missile as a 5th level spell. And you know that it slowly regains charges every night.
Alright. So what? That's called, like, what? Cloak of... I forget what.
Cloak of Stars. The tome that appears to just have kind of like a, almost like crudely drawn one in like a symbol in the middle, just like some dude flexing. No worries, Bushido. That is actually a manual of gainful exercise. You know that if you study it for probably about a week and kind of follow its instructions, you'd become a lot stronger.
So that would probably be for me.
It gets, basically, in game terms, if you spend like the week doing it, you get +2 to your strength, max, and score.
Okay, Grum, you're getting that.
Unless you want to give it to Broudran, since she's gonna max that
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh, we could give it to Brute. Ooh, we could.
That is a really good item. The staff looks like a normal staff, but you can tell that it's kind of magically charged. It actually really packs a punch. It's a staff of striking. It's a +3/4 staff that you can use charges to deal 1d6 extra force damage. No staff of the Magi. They didn't get that lucky. And that ring doesn't seem very impressive in general, but you can tell that when you're wearing it, you'll just slowly heal up your wounds. It's a ring of regeneration.
I want that then.
Now the question is anyone in the party going to be derpy enough to pull from the deck of many things?
Me! I want one.
Okay, well, okay. You have to decide how many cards you're gonna pull, and be aware, when I say bad, I mean bad.
Well, give me an example.
You vaporize.
Oh!
You get put into a dimension.
freaking Brax's face just... Oh, God!
There's also ridiculously good options, such as you gain a castle and a full staff. You gain massive amounts of cash. You gain random magic items. There is an equal chance of good and bad.
Well, if I get vaporizing, you can just dead word me.
Nope.
It's all of that.
Not this way.
This literally just goes. This is like you were putting your hands. You're putting yourself in fate's hands. Vranik, I might do it just because, but if you're gonna do it,
just because you want to play a favorite soul sorcerer.
Essentially, yes, I play like Vranik's cousin. But
You're
I mean,
gonna kill yourself.
well, no, because there's non-death options as well. Like you could get a permanent enemy that you are not aware of. like a devil, like you know how we have demon guy chasing us? You could get another one, and we won't be aware of it immediately.
Jesus.
But you can get really good things too, so how many cards do you want to pull? Because you can only do it once. If you only take one card, that's it. You can never touch that many things ever again.
Now
So
the funny part
you have
is,
to look at this and go, how many cards do I want this one time?
the
And
funny
you
part
can't-
is that they all. The funny part is that the deck always stays the same number. Like it constantly just refreshes now.
So you can choose to get 22 cards, all of them, and that's like 22 times whatever the bad thing or good thing will happen
Yeah.
to you.
You can get the same thing multiple times. But this is, Jan, if you do that, this is guaranteed. You're making a new character. You will not live through this.
Sorry, no. I want to see Grum through this.
But you can pull like 2 cards.
I think I want to save that towards the end.
I'm seriously considering pulling 2 because one of us has to pull something. Yeah, the bracers add +2 damage, Sav.
Okay.
Not attack, they're damage boosts.
Yeah, I think Saevrick should get the bracer and the bow. The tome, we should give that to Broudran. I'll take the ring. I like that.
Yeah, you guys
It's
really
slowly
bring it
healing
down.
me up.
I'll probably carry the bag of holding.
Who's gonna carry the amulet? Wasn't you, right? You said?
Yeah, I might use it. But let me decide if I'm gonna do this deck, because if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it now and see what happens.
Oh God.
Okay, well,
Like Vranik's just gonna look at this and be like, this could really help us. This could really screw me.
well, let's say if I just take like 3 cards, would that really mess me up?
Oh, it could.
You
There's
have
always a
okay.
chance.
You have 11 cards in there that are negative and 11 cards that are positive. If you're gonna pull, you do more than one, because sometimes some of the future cards can negate other things. Like, there's a good one that lets you rewind time, and you can hold on to it. Or at least there used to be. So, you could pull that one and go, if the negative thing happens, I'm just canceling it.
Oh, I want to, but at the same time, I want to stick to Grum and see through the end. No.
Grum's not gonna be tempted?
No, Grum is more like, hey,
What
I
is
don't
this
care.
thing?
Yeah, she's gonna say, oh, it's just a bunch of cars. You know, I can't fight with that.
Do we know how Malik's con is?
He seems like you know that he looks buff. You don't know anything other than that, really.
Actually, no, I'll probably give the Amulet of Health to Gannel, because he's squishier and easier to hit.
I don't know that he has any more attunement.
Broudran's con is ridiculous. Broudran's like you, he's a meat shield. Setting his con to a 19 is probably maybe going to push it up by 1 point, which won't change his bonus. I'm going to pull 4 cards.
Oh. All right, since I don't actually have a way to do this with actual cards, you're gonna roll a d22, and and I'm just gonna go straight down the list.
Press
have to pay respects for Brannick. He's got some cojones.
I've done it before, and I'll do it again.
Wait,
It's about to get
Frank
real.
knows what this one is, and he's willing to do that.
Yes.
And he's not
Because
gonna.
he knows that the good possibilities are really, really good.
Yep.
Alright, let's see what I get number 1.
You didn't even do it right.
There you go. That's fine. Stop. That's fine already.
Die.
There we go. 4.
Okay. Let's see here.
You
You got the star! Increase one of your ability scores by 2. It can exceed 20, but not 24.
Wow.
Alright, well,
You
my
feel a
wisdom's gone.
surge of power! Polymorph Toad permanent.
I got 3 more to go.
Go ahead. You will become Captain Ginyu.
Alright,
3
here's
more.
number... Yeah, I know, right? That'll be great. Oh god, a 1.
Okay, let's see here. The Vizier. At any time you choose within 1 year of drawing this card, you can ask a question in meditation and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question. Besides information, the answer helps you solve a puzzling problem or other dilemma. In other words, the knowledge comes with the wisdom on how to apply it.
Jesus.
Play, you need to reset yourself because you're frozen. Oh, no you aren't. Never mind. How to kill Malik,
We're
I mean,
totally...
Uranus.
I have an answer for a question now.
Next card. The Hype Train. The Hype Train!
14.
14. Let's see here. What Uh-oh. The skull.
Oh god.
You summon an avatar of death, a ghostly humanoid skeleton clad in a tattered black robe and carrying a spectral scythe. It appears right in front of you. And it warns everyone. He must win this battle alone. Yeah, suddenly the fucking Grim Reaper just shows up inside the fucking shelter.
Alright, I think the 4th card happens before the fight triggers.
No, because you have to draw it within 1 hour, so it's literally like he pops up and we fight now.
Okay.
So, let's see.
Right,
here. Yep.
Great. I should have done this outside.
Probably.
Wait, do we get to fight too?
No.
Don't interfere.
He
You
warns
want-
you.
no,
He warns you that he has to do it alone.
Brandon's just gonna say, do not interfere with this. This is not a good thing.
Alright, and... Brannick, go ahead. You get to go first.
Well, at least all my spell DCs are buffed.
Yeah?
I'm gonna use my once per day sunbeam.
Okay.
So I'm gonna angle it up
DC
through the roof. I'm gonna
19,
go, hi, Death! Yeah, I'm gonna look at Death and go, hi, angle it through the roof.
You can cast healing spells, right?
No, but I can.
Well,
And I can do this a lot. Once I've cast this thing, I'm just gonna keep pounding him with sunlight. Well, I figure he's undead, it's radiant, maybe he's vulnerable, deals double damage, I don't know.
Alright. So, let's see here. Yeah. Seems to... Ah! The Care Bear stare.
Is he within 5 feet of me? Or how close?
He's within 5 feet.
Alright, so if I move, he's gonna get a shot at me.
Yep.
But I'm gonna walk outside. I'm gonna spin my movement and get outside.
Alright. He's taking a swing.
No! I used one of my abilities.
You use one of your abilities?
Yeah, that was the once per day sunbeam that I have. Oh, it didn't hurt me?
Nope.
Oh, good. Good to know now. Makes me wonder if Meteor Swarm will. This motherfucker just fucked with the wrong fucking cleric. Is he gonna take his free shot at me, I'm assuming?
Yep. You take... Let's see here.
He hits AC 22.
You take 7 slashing and 4 necrotic.
Is that necrotic already halved?
No, so it'd be
I'm
2
resistant.
necrotic.
Okay, so I take a total of 9.
Also, you're frozen, Clay.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Yeah, it's an avatar.
Alright, once I'm outside, I'm just gonna kinda, with my glowing hand, go. And if I see Gannel and Candide, I'm gonna say, don't interfere with this.
Is he hitting with a napkin from a little kid's birthday party? Oh, God.
I wonder
Okay.
what Grum's doing seeing me blast a fucking, like, spirit of death.
Alright.
I'm just sad I don't get to do any fighting.
It just follows you through and, like, gets right up next to you again. And just slashes the scythe through you. Take another 7 plus 2. You need
My
to
turn?
draw your own avatar of death. Yeah. Yeah, it's your turn.
So let's see, this is concentration, so I can't use any concentration abilities. And once in action... Oh yeah, undead, by the way, do have disadvantage on the saving throw for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna blast him up again. I'm just gonna turn it and go poof, up into the air.
Boom! Okay, roll the damage.
Damn, I'm rolling low on my 8d8s.
Yeah, kinda. Alright. It disintegrates.
Well, that was fun. Let me get my last one.
Draw your final card.
If I get another one, I'm just gonna sigh and look at it like, really, Death? Really? This is what we're doing? I'll take the +2 to my stats, though. How bad is this one?
That was anticlimactic.
How bad is 5?
5. Let's see here. I
Give me
think
the
you may have
castle.
actually gotten a good. It's the Comet! If you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain experience points enough to gain 1 level. Otherwise, this card has no effect.
So it's not gonna have an effect.
No.
Oh well.
Well, hold on. Are we on the road where the bandits are?
Oh, just skip me ahead a level. Oh, see, that wasn't too bad. I'm gonna look at Grum and go, that wasn't too bad. Except for death. That was weird.
What does that say? The deck does just kind of like poof into thin air. All of a sudden.
That's it? There's no more cards?
Yeah, I think we all had to agree to how many we take. It looks like.
What was that?
I think she had to agree to take cards before I did, so we would each take different ones.
I think only one person can draw from it.
Oh, so she took the deck of cards.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Ah, well, maybe when I raise my clan, I'll do that after, just so you know what? I already did all my can. Let's take them all.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to sit down and calmly say, well, after doing that, I now can easily figure out a way to deal with either the demon or Uranus. I'm also apparently wiser now. And pulling the cards was a really stupid idea, but you know what? It paid off at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry. You still have the deck.
Yeah, I think I can only pull once from it.
No, it doesn't say that.
Jesus Christ, I can keep going.
Apparently this one you can decide to do it again.
So now it'll go back into the deck again.
Every single time you play from it, it just goes
want to
back
give it
in.
a shot?
So but once you draw it, it goes back into the deck again. Unless it's like the Fuller Jester.
Yep.
Out of character, no. I don't want to lose Grum. I'm sorry. I mean, I would love to. It's an interesting idea, but...
Let me see, because this apparently has changed.
Do it.
So your alignment can flip.
Do it!
Yes.
I don't want to kill Grum!
There is the you can be trapped in suspended animation.
There's some pretty bad
That's
ones.
the-
We'll leave it at that.
That's the not kill.
We know Jan doesn't want to
you
do
can
it, but
get
does
cursed.
Grum want to do it?
Yeah,
Does
Grum
Grum
will
want to?
probably would want to, but Janet
Fucking Dave.
somehow Grum wants to reach into the thing, but something's making her stop. And then Janet,
Grum would be like, I'm drawing all of them.
yeah. I was like, oh, you get to fight. Let me draw all of them. She doesn't know any better. She doesn't know these things can happen.
Oh, Wish would have been so nice. One of them is you gain the ability to cast Wish 1d3 times.
Well, you want me to draw?
Oh no, it's up to you.
So is anyone else drawing from the deck?
I'm drawing 10.
You're drawing 10?
Oh shit!
She's going. Oh, dear
Oh
God.
shit!
No.
Oh no! Oh, it was nice knowing you, Grum.
Unless she gets
So
lucky.
here's the thing. Nobody's it's really explaining to Grum how bad it is.
Okay, well,
You're the only one who knows. So she sees you fight something. She wants to fight. You're gaining something. She's gonna, oh, let me get 10 then.
and I can't explain it to her fast enough. Oh, damn it. And I don't have a chance to explain to Grum real quick before I stop her real quick, like, whoa! And like, really?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay. I'm like, look at Grum and go, so Grum, the way this whole thing works is
So
once
is
you
this-
say you're gonna pull cards from it, you have to. Within an hour. You can't not do it. There are some really good things in here, like you can get more money, you can become stronger or smarter, but there's some really bad things, like your soul can be removed from your body and trapped in another plane of existence. Or your body can be trapped in another plane of existence.
Or you can just evaporate into thin air.
Oh no, they took that one out. They took that one out.
Well, you can use the truth answer that you have. You said whatever ability that you have that you can gain find the right answer, maybe you can get me back.
Yes, if you do, I could find the way to get you back. Actually, yes. But I mean, there's some good ones in here, Grum. You may not fight anything. There's only like one chance to fight something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ew, race change into a halfling.
Nope, that's not in here.
That shit.
Race changing is not in here. Thank God.
You turn into a Kender.
Well, you look like you had fun. I'll do it.
Are you sure, Grum? Because I can't. If you decide to do this, you can't stop. There's no going back. Maybe you should only draw like 3 or 4 cards.
Fine, I'll do 4 cards.
She's doing 4
The deck
cards.
is activated.
The deck is activated. 4 cards. 1d22.
It literally has no reasons. Alright, so 18. Okay. You pulled the rogue. You don't know what it does. It seems to have absolutely no visible effect.
Alright.
Well, that was exciting.
Oh no, it does something, but I'm not going to say what.
What the hell is this?
Okay, well you've got 3 more.
Alright. Oh, what is this? The Jester! Oh, okay. You essentially gain 10,000 XP and can draw 2 additional cards. That card is no longer in there, so you're rolling a 1d21. So Grum levels.
So Grum, you level up.
What?
You just gained a level. And if you want, you can draw...
I don't know what the fuck the XP requirements are, but I'm just going to assume that it's enough that you level.
Well, I mean, then the Fool would be you D-level, because that's... Yeah. So you're gonna roll... so Jan, do you want to draw 2 extra cards and draw a total of 4 more? 2 so far, and this one lets you draw 2 more.
Jetpack!
If you want.
Search your pack, it's empty.
Okay, so she's drawing 4 more, but now you're at 1d21.
Oh, God. Madness. Madness, I say.
Level up later, because there's still the chance that you will be bound in some sort of horrible suspension.
Alright, roll it. You get the Vizier as well, so you can have a question answered that's burning in your mind and know the way to apply it.
Sweet.
I have how many pulls she's got left. 3.
Okay, we lost Broudran. He'll be back, I'm sure.
She got the 4 like I did.
So yeah, you get the star.
That's the
here.
stats up by 2?
Yep, stats up by 2. Any stat you want. It
Anything you want, you go
24.
up by 2 now, permanently.
Permanently in what it can't.
It can go above 20.
It can't go above 24, though.
Yeah, so if you're already at 20, you can go to 22.
Okay. But I can keep going, making it to 24 later on. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
5-man meat.
Oh my god, that would be so. That would be a good one for the rogue virus. You have 2 more.
What?
The meat man would be perfect for the rogue. She got 6.
Oh, the fates! The fates!
Jesus.
Let's see here. Uh-oh. Okay, reality's fabric unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. You can use the card's magic as soon as you draw the card or at any other time before you die.
So Jam, when you get this one, if it's a horrible one, you just turn right around and go, nope. So Jan, just write down the fact that from now until you die, you can erase one event as if it never happened.
Okay, is it like an event that...
Well, like, for example, you die.
Ah.
You can turn right around and go, no, that didn't happen. Or if you pull one of the horrible cards and here you go, that didn't happen. Nope.
Can I do that?
Yeah, that's exactly how that works.
Oh, hell yeah.
You basically now have one time until you die, you can just rewind time.
13, okay.
Unlucky number.
That's actually my lucky number. Because I was born on Friday the 13th.
Uh-oh, you drew the Flames card. You sense a searing hatred, but you're not sure where.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh dear fuck.
Oh dear fuck. This is the deck of many awesome things. I know, right? What the fuck?
That's it, I'm done?
Unless you want to pull more, apparently.
You're done. You can try to
No,
pull
I'm
more as you say. That's really weird that they do that, but okay. It's whatever.
Well, I guess, you know, the idea is, you know, how much chance are you going for?
How
Because
how much are you willing to wager that you aren't going to get completely fucked?
By the way, I want to explain to Malik exactly how this works.
Malik is just, what the fuck? I've got to try this.
Oh, dear God! I'm looking at Malik and go, remember, whatever number you say is how many you have to grab. You don't get a choice in the matter.
Yes, yes, I know. Pirate curse and all that.
Yes, the cursing.
Alright. I shall pull 3. And 3 it shall be. Oh god. Let's see here.
So Malik got 9.
He has pulled the knight. Suddenly,
What?
yeah, suddenly, poof! Plate armored guy just shows up. At your service, my lord. I guess I could start a new crew? Hi? Who are you? My name is Willem, my lord. Right.
The guy is sworn to Malik now. This is great. Malik has a valet.
Hi.
I'm just gonna look. Frantic's gonna look and go. That's something you don't see every day. Another half elf.
Alright. He kind of just okay and pulls the next one.
Oh god, 14.
Oh, guess what?
Oh, what? It's the death guy again?
Yeah, the same fucking one. None may interfere.
I'm just gonna look at the death guy and go, didn't I already teach you a lesson? Now you're gonna fuck with him?
Malik just kind of... Okay.
Wait,
Malik got death.
what is this team song?
Malik's just, really? That didn't go very well last time for you, did it? Fine. You know what? Fine. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sure.
She said, is that Steve?
No. Is that Steve? Maybe.
Hey, already got her gun. Now I'm fighting you again. But this time it's a different gun. What's going on, guys?
All hail the deck. Oh, okay.
See, I was really hoping one was a fucking castle.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you know what? Sure. Sure. Malik's just... You know what? I've kind of had it with this bullshit. Makes a little bit of, like, motions. He actually, like... You all are outside at this point, because Vranik ran outside. Gannel, you're seeing this shit show the entire time. Death shows up, and, like, Malik just, fuck it! Makes a couple hand motions, and suddenly there's a dragon in front of you.
What the hell?
It's not a very large dragon. Like, it's not as bad as the one that you saw, but this is like a downsized, it's still pretty big. So you quit D&D. And yeah, the fucking Reaper swings at him and Malik's just breathing fire on this fucker for a bit. And eventually the thing just goes down and Malik's just like, there, fine, done. Very long and boring process as he changes back. Alright. Let's do the last one, shall we? He shows up again. Immediately after being destroyed, he comes back again. Nah, man. Can we just... Malik just looks pissed.
I'm gonna look at Malik and just be like, you won't pull the cards.
He literally, like, after a little bit, he does the same thing. He just, fine, I guess we're doing this again. And he turns himself into a rather large dragon and just breathes fire and claws and shanks and shit. A little while later, death just goes away.
I'm gonna look at Gannel and the new guy. I'm like, either of you want to pull a card?
This deck sucks.
Well,
Quite right,
we've got
my
one
lord.
in our possession. We can try again later.
Quite right, my lord.
Is that Willem?
Yeah, that's Willem.
I'm gonna...
Malik just looks really confused and, like, annoyed. He's like, I guess I got a crewmate now?
A manslave.
Retainer?
Sure.
Stronger!
I'm starting my own group with blackjack and hookers. Are you back, Gannel? If so, your cam froze.
Yeah.
I'm pulling 3 cards.
Wait, Broudran, you want to try?
Yep.
How many?
He's doing 3.
3.
All right.
Broudran, you need to refresh your cam. 1d21.
That's right. The other one's permanently removed.
Broudran, reset your cam because I want to see your facial expressions as you come across these. Gannel's like zoom, zoom, zoom.
I've been resetting like 4 times now.
I don't know. All right, go ahead and roll. Behold the great campaign derailer. Candide, you're seeing these jackhole pulling cards from a deck and shit just happening. You've witnessed a dude turn into a dragon twice. And death show up 3 times, and them just basically pimp smack him.
Yeah, at this point, Candide is like, what in the fuck have I gotten myself into,
considering that Candide doesn't really know you yet, that's kind of an accurate term for what's going on.
Oh, it's weird. I rolled a 1, and then it disappeared? Okay.
Roll it again! Do it. Roll 20?
There you go.
So
I think
slash
you may be whispering
R1D21.
Oh, no, I've been doing it. Like, this is
I
the
can't
second time
see anything
I've been
from it.
rolling.
That's weird.
I don't see it either.
No, it's being a pain.
So I rolled a 1, I rolled a 4, and now it just disappeared.
Oh,
There's
I see the 4. I see the 4.
Okay.
The
So
4 is
you
a good
get-
one.
You get the star! So you get to increase your ability score by 2!
So pick a stat. So pick a stat, Broudran, and up it by 2 points.
This
which one should I
this
go
is
for?
the generous deck of many things.
It really is. Strength or con is probably your best bet.
So
Con will give you
20
more hit
strength.
points. Strength will make you hit harder.
Yeah.
So are you looking at the top number or bottom number?
You're looking at the 20 or the 18. You're increasing that by 2 points.
Yeah.
Alright, I already have 20 strength. I have that.
Oh, then do
so
it
I
in
don't think I
strength because it's the most useful. Because you can go past 20 with this.
And you can go past 20 with the tome on top of it.
Yeah.
So you can end up with a 24 strength by the end of this, Broudran.
Yeah, well, that's if I don't die with the next 2 turns.
Do it! Do it!
Do it.
Do it! Roll20 is just being a son of a bitch tonight.
It really is.
I did not intend for
I've
this to
been-
derail it so much, but I knew it was going to derail it some. It is the deck of
Look,
new
you
things.
put a toy with wacky things in.
Hey!
I mean, Jan's happy over here because, like, I'm a level ahead of everybody now.
I straight up
I
thought
just-
no, I straight up thought that it disappeared after the end of it, and then on closer inspection, I'm like, well, I already gave it to you. Fuck it.
I just rolled a 14.
Ah, will it hurry up and show? I want to see it. There it is. Oh, the fucking Spectre of Death shows up again. Hey guys.
At this point, I'm just gonna look at Malik and just start laughing, like, this fucking guy again! Wait, is he, like, gonna react at all? Like, is he just gonna be like, again?
None shall interfere. Fuck you guys again.
It's like, don't worry, bro. We're gonna. And the beatdown began.
All right, go ahead. Let's go ahead and roll the other 2 attacks.
It just starts swinging, Broudran.
Swing away, Broudran. Swing away.
Oh, roll 20 is such
It
a
is.
bitch
It is
right
seriously failing miserably tonight. I don't know why. Do. This is the only appropriate music for this because this is just getting fucking silly at this point.
now. I know, right?
Only Grum is sad.
Grum didn't
She
get
didn't
to
get,
fight.
she didn't get to fight him.
She just got stronger than everybody.
Is she actually going to attempt to fight this thing?
No.
Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, good to note. It just swings the scythe up through you. You take 7 slashing and 2 necrotic damage. So you take 9 damage.
9 whole points. I'm just gonna start clapping, like, go, Broudran!
Go, Broudran, go!
I was gonna look at Malik and be like, this is the greatest night's entertainment we've had.
I mean, you're not wrong. He's actually playing this song. Just on the fucking lute.
Jesus Christ, look at Broudran's beatdown!
Alright.
He's just beating
So-
the hell out of him.
You swing into him again. It seems to be missing a couple times because you're just wild flailing all over the place. And it swings the scythe through you again. Take another 9 points.
I'm gonna look over at Candide and go, this is the kind of shit we get up to.
I'm just gonna shake my head and look at the ground like.
Well, if he wants, he can pull out some cards too.
I mean, you're welcome to try your luck, sir. Might get
Alright,
your own.
go ahead and swing again, Broudran. Swing away!
I'm
Swing
I'm
away!
trying.
I know. Do, do.
Like, what is this dude's name, Malik?
I
Steve.
don't even know. I'm just going to call him Steve 2.0. He
As long
seems
as he's
about
not
as useful.
As long as he's not annoying as Steve was.
Alright, yeah, you slash through this thing and it just dissipates again.
Oh my god, this fucking poor master.
Okay,
Alright, now
so
I
you
need
got
to roll
you
one
got
more.
one more. You got one more card.
And Broudran dies.
That would
And then
be sad.
and then Candide is just like, I think I'll pass.
Come on, this is great warm-up fights. I mean, whatever the fuck this thing's supposed to be, it's a little bitch.
Come on, roll 20 for fuck's sake. 13.
13.
I rolled a 13.
Okay.
that the horrible
You
event?
feel kind of a weird like fiery feeling, but because you drew the flames, but you're not sure what it actually did. It didn't seem to actually have any immediate effect.
God. So we got 2 flames that...
2 flames plus... So we get like 4 enemies now we gotta worry about.
Plus Gannel!
Not counting Gannel.
And of course Uranus. We still have to think about Uranus.
Then we got Uranus, the big bad demon guy, the 2 flames, Gannels. There's 5 now.
Oh, and your other one where an NPC hates you.
There's an NPC that hates me?
That's the rogue.
The rogue 6! We get 6 people coming after us!
Bring out the to-do list.
Alright, is anybody else drawing? Anybody else?
I'm gonna put the deck away. I'm gonna be like, we're gonna keep this for later. Maybe we can convince my cousin Wilhelm to do it. It'll be funny.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to Gannel, hand him the bow and the bracers.
Wait, shouldn't we try to destroy that card? Because that could go to the wrong hands.
I'm not. These things are really dangerous artifacts. I'm not gonna try to destroy it yet. Besides,
the really dangerous part seems kind of, you know, laughable.
Yeah, right now it's really laughable. So, Gannel, I'm giving you the bow and the bracers and telling you what they do.
Alrighty.
And saying, you know, everyone comfortable over here? Good. I'm probably going to take the cloak, actually.
Okay.
I don't have a cloak.
So you now emit daylight amidst a field of stars.
Who's getting the amulet?
I'm not sure, honestly. That's the kind of oddball one. Because it just puts your constitution to 19 while you're wearing it. Like, I could wear it and it would give me more HP. I think Broudran's at a 20 con, so it literally doesn't help.
Yeah, I already have a 20 con.
Gannel?
I'm at 18.
What's your con?
It wouldn't actually help me.
Mine? I think it's like 16.
I'll give you the amulet.
I don't know if I can even use it though.
Yeah, I think he's kind of full up on attunement.
Yeah, it depends on what gets attuned on me.
You can give it to Candid.
Candide.
Oh, that's true.
We'll just keep that one in the bag.
What about the staff?
I'll probably put the staff in the bag too. None of us use quarterstaffs.
I'll take the ring that slowly heals me up. Like how slowly it's healing me up.
Really fucking slow. And when I say slowly, I mean fucking slow. Alright, here, I'll get you the specifics. Ring of Regeneration. Assuming that these pages ever want to actually work. 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes. And if you lose a body part, it regrows in 1d6 plus 1 days.
That's like a really slow troll ratio from the old days from WoW.
Basically.
Super
So
slow.
we'll put the amulet and the staff in the bag. I'll keep the deck. I'll use the cloak. Broudran, you're getting the manual of gainful exercise.
You'll just have to find time to actually do it.
He's gotta take like a week to learn it.
Yeah, so while we're on the road, I'm gonna say, well, that was enough excitement. I'm gonna head to bed.
Malik agreed. Oh, and I'm sorry. You only really have to spend 48 hours over a course of 6 days. So really, you only need to spend about 8 hours a day doing it. That still leaves you plenty of time to like walk for an hour.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So you all start heading to sleep. Is anybody trying to make contact?
I will.
I'm not trying to make contact, but I'm going to try something else.
Ooh. Candide, what will you be doing while these crazy people who turned into dragons and stuff go to sleep?
I'm already so tired that, like, I've kind of been nodding off, and then I'll hear that guy come back for the third time, and what the fuck is going on over there?
What the fuck?
So yeah, at this point, Candide is like just super exhausted.
So you're just gonna go to sleep. Got it.
Don't really have a choice. It's more like he's gonna pass out.
Oh, I think Broudran's trying.
Yes. Sorry, I clicked on it. And...
No worries. Ooh.
Nice. We get to hear the awesome god.
The awesome god.
He's so sassy. I love it.
Actually, that was 4 times, because Malik encountered him twice.
Oh, it's true.
Okay. So y'all start heading to sleep. What are you doing, Gannel?
Okay, what I'm going to do is outside.
So this is a cloak of stars, not a robe of stars.
It's the same thing thematic, or it's the same thing mechanically, but thematically I wanted something different.
Okay, because the robe actually gives like +1 to saving throws.
Does it?
Yeah, and lets me enter the astral plane.
Yeah, I know that part. Yes, it does.
Because I'm totally going to attune to this thing.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Okay.
It's basically that. It's just a cloak instead of a robe. Which, their image actually looks more like a cloak than it does a robe anyway.
That's good.
Alright, so what were you doing outside, Gannel?
Alright, I'm gonna sit down and put my back to a tree. I'm gonna hold this circlet of Uranus in my hands. Take a long breath and put it on my forehead. And I'm going to try to cast a scry with it on the man that I had killed before.
Okay. Okay. It does actually start to scry something. You start seeing the vision, like the vision kind of goes from where you are now and it kind of just peels away to the area around him. You see kind of like a weird spectral-ish form, and he's all types of like gutted up. Looks like somebody went through him with like a chainsaw almost. Gee, I wonder who may have done that. Looks definitely like your handiwork. He just looks exactly at where that thing's scrying from. Why, hello there, Gannel.
Can you hear me?
Can't really hear you if you're trying to say anything. Just know that I'm coming for you. And if I'm getting this, that must mean that somebody told you that I'm coming. It's gonna be a good time we have when I get here. Real good time. I'll have to pay you back for your handiwork. Hope you're ready. And he just starts walking. It's following him, and he seems to know it.
Do I recognize any of the location at all?
Go ahead and do a inspection or investigation, I mean.
Investigation.
Inspection. Bah. May as well be what it is.
One of my best skills.
One of my best.
Oh, shit.
You recognize it, kind of. It was very, very brief. And it was more like when you came from the north of this continent to Aruku's Crossing, you would pass through that, you know, the, like, trading post area that you guys constantly go through. But you would come from north of there. This is quite a ways north. And he is, in fact, heading south. Doesn't seem to be very fast, but he's heading there. He also seems to kind of just be, like, wandering aimlessly. He's not really on the road, he's just in the forest, but you can see the road from your height.
Alrighty, well, I'll go ahead and end the spell.
Okay. Yeah, Grum is. The wonder of the deck of many things knows no bounds. Alright. So that was Gannel. Alright. So we'll go with Broudran first, since he rolled so well. We have not yet. Okay. So, Broudran, you're going to sleep and you're trying to reach out to Balder. And after you fall asleep for a little bit, you wake back up and you're in that, like, weird cloud area. Like you're just walking on clouds. Oh, there you are, lad.
Hello.
He actually comes over and like hugs you. It's good to see you safe, lad.
I'm not gonna know how to react to that. I'm just gonna look at him weirdly and I'm like, why the sudden change of heart? You used to not treat me that nicely. What changed?
I'm just glad to see that we haven't lost anyone else to that weird demon beastie.
Oh, yeah, about that. A few things happened, but I think we got out of this on a good note, I guess. I mean, Saevrick lost his power, but that's good. But I want to know what's next. I mean, we need to get rid of a bunch of stuff now, but
well, you only know about first? I was about to say, Broudran, you only know about the one devil and Uranus. That's pretty much all you know about as far as like the to-do list.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean.
Okay.
I mean, enlighten me. Is there anything I should know? Anything we should start or head somewhere in particular?
We're still trying to hash out some of the things with the other ones, lad. Seems like Uranus has been causing a little bit of trouble. Just a wee bit of trouble.
A little bit.
Yeah. Do you know what happened to Kildrak? I mean, he wanted to die. He impaled his own legs. And just waited.
Well, why the fuck would he impale his own legs, lad?
I guess he was tired for that pact he made. He just wanted to die. I mean, what is happening?
Well, let's see. Are you actually like pulling the vizier thing, or what are you doing?
Oh no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just asking.
I was gonna say like, wait, because it wouldn't come from him. I would just be like, I know. Well, that's kind of a tough question, lad. You see, I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do about Uranus, and as far as what was the problem with that lad, if I had to venture a guess, he probably entered into the deal with the devil. Bit off more than he could chew. My eyes can see a great many things, but not everything goes through them, lad.
Right. Fair enough, I guess we'll need to find out on our own. We came across a new adventurer or traveler called Candide. Is that something that you know, or do you have any warnings, or does he seem good?
Currently, I don't really know much about him, no. But you see, I'm more a grand scheme type of person. I get to see glimpses of things to come. Uranus was always the know-it-all. But quite frankly, none of us want to talk to the fucker now. So we don't know what he's got planned.
Alright. And anything else that you want to tell me before you throw me down the cloud or something?
Get back to Godric's vigil. That way we can kind of contact easier. We've been having problems getting a hold of you the past couple days. That's why we were worried.
Sounds good. That's where we're headed.
Good lad. Now go wake the fuck up! And you just wake up. Alright. Vranek. You wake up in that nice tiny little cozy cottage again.
I'm gonna sit up, crack my neck, look over at Godric and go, I have a way to get the answer on how to kill Uranus. Now I'm just gonna have this big shit-eating grin like, I can do it now.
I saw that... I think I saw through you, kind of. It's kind of fuzzy when you're not near. You have a deck of mini things.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Why did he have a deck of mini things?
I don't know what... okay, so first of all, we figured out Gannel had worked with Broudran. The original plan was Gannel was going to trick us into going back to Heaven's Landing, and then Uranus would strip us all of our abilities and possibly kill us all. That was the plan. So, found out the answer. 2, I don't believe that Kildrak was in control of himself. His head was fine, but he had staked himself to his throne and was constantly preventing himself from attacking Broudran while Broudran killed him. He didn't even fight back.
Well, that's kind of disconcerting.
In fact, he was fighting himself more than fighting Broudran.
Did he say why?
He made a deal. That's all he could really tell us.
And this is why you don't make deals with devils, right?
I don't plan on that. So yeah, so Uranus is going to die.
Well, that's a plus.
I know he was your friend, but the I'm going to steal everyone's powers and possibly kill them
that kind of puts him a little bit above what he had been.
Yeah, he's now a threat.
His mental fortitude is apparently lessened in the years. To know when something is a stupid fucking idea.
So we're heading back to Godric's vigil and then possibly figure out what to do from there, I suppose. Because we also, apparently Gannel, somebody brought someone back who is hunting Gannel now.
Oh, fantastic. You guys make so many friends, don't you?
What do you know? We're an easy group to love.
Oh, this brings me back to the days when we were adventurers.
Oh boy. Also, we had to kill the Spirit of Death a couple times. I think he was unhappy by the end of it.
He's never happy.
Well, tell him I'm sorry that he had to get yanked from the deck
I
many times.
I don't talk to him. It's death. How would I talk to him?
I don't know. You have an afterlife.
I can't really die anymore, technically, easily. I don't know. I haven't seen him. How's that?
There we go. That'll work. Thank you, sir. Alright, well, like I said, we're going to head back to Godric's Vigil and come up with a plan.
That's probably the best idea.
But if you want to let all the other gods know exactly what Uranus was thinking of, you be my guest.
Yes, that will be a fun conversation. Right, take care of yourself for now.
Of course.
Come back soon.
Working on it.
You just wake back up. Hey, Grum.
Hello.
Hey,
Wait.
Grum.
Oh no.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh no, why is there a change on the...
You just never learn, do you? Hello again. This time it's a little bit clearer and you can actually, like, see his face a little bit. Matter of fact, you start seeing him a little bit better in general.
You again. You're not the one that I'm trying to reach for. Oh.
Hello there.
Oh, wow.
It's so nice that you keep coming back to see me. Really, I must approve of this practice. Does this mean that you're coming to... I don't know. Give me your powers?
If by giving you meaning shoving my axe up your ass, then yes.
Good old Grum!
Are you actually trying to, by the way?
No, like, I'm just being sarcastic to him.
Oh,
you're not the one I'm trying to reach out to.
Cute. It's so
You're the one that's trying to reach us. Leave us alone. We'll get to you. Don't worry. We got other people to worry about. We'll get to you.
Oh, but you see, it's just so much fun toying with you all. I can't help it. It's just so much more fun than anything that's happened in the last millennia. The last time that I had this much fun was when I was tormenting the original owners of these. Now, soon enough, you'll figure out that everyone makes a deal eventually. Ta-ta.
Yeah.
You feel that like little claw across, like he's not even moving, but you still feel that like little claw across your face again.
Oh, can you stop with the
Oh, you wake up. You wake up after it like rakes across the cheek for a little bit.
Oh! It starts just clawing at my cheek. It's like, stop for the touching! Stop for the touching!
Oh, did Vranek get the pick in there? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I named it Fucker.
What?
The file, the pick I put in the Discord. It's Fucker.
Fucker.
Because that's who that fucker is. He's a fucker. Alright, so it's morning.
Hey, Necro. And yeah, it's morning. Grum, or I should say everyone else who looks at Grum, you do notice that she has kind of like weird, like singed cut marks on her cheek.
Grum, are you feeling okay?
He keeps touching me. Every time I'm trying to reach Aruga, he keeps showing up and then tries to touch me afterwards.
Well, I mean, that's
Touch
just not...
you where?
That's so wrong. No, no, not like that.
No, we're the bad. You touch me.
Every bad guy is now just
that's Steve 2.0 and that's Steve 3.0. That's just stay because he was dead before he actually showed up.
Alright, so I'm gonna start my morning with casting create food and water. I'm gonna ask everyone to bring in their like water skins and I'll fill it all.
Okay.
And we're gonna have like a basically a pile of food, just generic, like looks like hardtack basically.
Yeah, it's just very bland.
Season it if you want.
I still got my meat with me, so I'll chew with that.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to take some of the water and some of the food out, and I'm going to go over to Candide, wherever he is, if he's inside or outside.
Do I need to heal whatever that he touched me on the cheek?
No, it's just weird little scar for now.
Oh.
Also,
I can't tell, so...
Is anyone looking closer at it, or is it more just like, oh, she got scarred? Huh.
I'll probably take a closer look to make sure it's not going to get infected. I am sort of the medic.
Why, what's
All
wrong?
right.
Did he do something to me?
That's what I'm checking.
Does that say from the branching, or from like the actual singe mark scar things, you see slightly that like black flaking type thing that Kildrak had going on the entire time?
That is a problem.
Wait, what? What's wrong? What do you do?
The stuff that Kildrak had on his skin, it's on there. Just a little bit.
What? Necro. It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor! Come on, do it!
It's not a tumor.
He's not a tumor!
Wait, what do you mean? What is he trying to do to me
I
now?
think he's trying to corrupt you.
He can't corrupt me. I don't want nothing from him. Grum can do everything by herself.
Oh, so you don't need us? Is that what you're trying to say, Graham?
Well, I mean, by myself, I meant like you, me, and my new clan, which is you guys.
I'm just gonna, with a pattern, go, I know. We'll keep an eye on that, though. Don't try to contact Aruko anymore until we're back within range.
Could we try to cut the flesh off?
You could try.
We can. I can fix it. I can also try just dispelling it. But let me go have a chat with Candide here.
Candide.
I'm gonna bring out some food and water. Did Candide sleep outside, or did he sleep in the little hut that we built?
Outside.
In the rain? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
He's an outdoorsy man.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I'm gonna offer him some water and like the bland bread. I'm like, here you go. Doesn't taste very good. Doesn't taste very much like anything.
Do you guys want my meat?
Well, I'm outside. I can give them meat. You can come with me.
Do you guys want any of my dried meat?
Malik kinda, sure.
You know what? I'm gonna give one to each
Willem's
person.
just sitting there like, ah, good! The bubble has ceased, my lord. I had worried that somehow you had traveled to a different dimension.
Oh god, it's still there.
Malik just, ah, son of a bitch, I forgot about you. I thought I got too drunk last night.
So Candide, do you want the nourishing bread?
Yes.
Can
right.
Can you please stop calling me Lord? It's kind of weird.
So Gannel, you're out there with
no.
Candide? I'm gonna hand you some too if you want it.
Absolutely.
Since we don't have really, I forgot to buy food. But that's fine, because I can make it. Just doesn't taste like much.
How come no one wants Grum needs?
Well, we're outside.
Oh,
I'm coming
Grum.
with you guys. What? You're gonna leave me alone?
Well, no, I was leaving you in with
You're not
Malik and
alone.
Broudran. I know better than to leave Grum alone now.
No, see,
All right,
Candide.
Oh, I thought we
That
were
doesn't
all
necessarily mean
together.
that you're
No,
as.
Candide
That
and
doesn't
Saevrick
necessarily
slept
mean you're not
outside.
fun to talk to. It just
No,
means that
I'm
you like
sorry.
to belittle everyone at every opportunity, or things come out wrong.
Oh, I thought we were all like.
No, I just feel like he's kind of a moody
We
asshole too.
we were, except for Gannel being the outdoorsy guy. All right, so Candide, I'm going to cast a spell, and it will prevent you from lying. It'll also prevent me from lying. And Gannel, if you stay within range, it'll prevent him from lying.
What is the
That's
reason
what
for this?
Basically to make sure that you don't mean us harm, and you can ask any questions, and I have to answer it.
I have nothing to hide.
That's the point. But, given the kind of forces we're dealing with, especially the one that apparently just scarred my friend Grum's face while she was sleeping without getting anywhere near us, I don't take chances.
Then let us begin.
Alright, I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
Boom.
So, the question is, Brax, are you going to resist it? Because you can try.
No.
Alright. Cool, so you cannot lie, you can be evasive. So, like, you can try to just not answer questions. I can't make you answer.
Yeah, I got you. I can be a politician.
Now, are you going to try to resist?
No, I'm not going to resist. No.
Well, no, I'm asking Gannel because he's with you.
Oh, sorry.
It's an AoE. Everybody within range of me is getting hit.
I have no reason to, so.
Okay. I was like, great, we're all in the circle of trust. None of us can lie. Literally, you can't. So, Candide, do you mean any of us harm?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me or Gannel?
Why have you taken me in?
That would be Gannel. I trust his instincts generally.
To be honest, I've done a lot of bad things recently. Thought maybe this step or step I need to take.
We all have our burdens.
Do you have any ulterior motives at all?
I only seek to find those that destroyed my home. I tell you that, and I tell you that in earnest.
That work for you, Gannel?
Aye.
Alright, cool. Thank you. And you can feel it leave. There you go. That was it. I'm gonna look at Candid and go, I'm the guy who keeps everyone alive, so I don't really generally try to hurt people unless they aggravate me.
Seems like you could be a useful companion then.
Yeah, well, when they aggravate me, you get the
That's
light
it.
show from last night.
Mind you, Candide, him saying, I don't like to hurt people, is after one of the first things you see him doing is blasting a giant ray of death beam at, like, an avatar of death.
That's why I just said followed up with, and if you aggravate me, you get the light show. Hey, I already turned it off before I said anything. Ha 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 ha.
The light show.
Frantic knows his own spells. It's like, well, you're welcome to join us then, Candide, just for as long as you need to. We're heading back to kind of a military fort. Kind of get our bearings. It's also more defendable from what we're dealing with. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go get my friend Gannel. Just so you know, the demon showed up apparently in Grum's dreams and hurt her. Visibly. She's got scars on her face, and it's got that black shit that Kildrak had.
Okay, sure.
So I'm gonna go take a look. Alright,
Okay.
I'm going to try to examine Grum's weird wound.
Okay.
I guess Arcana to kind of, or medicine?
Yeah, either or. Depending on what you're trying to do.
I'm basically trying to like see if it's like spreading, or like if it look, or if it like is it just like sitting there? Like if I poke it, what does it do?
Currently, it seems to just be sitting there. It is like fiendish in nature.
Can I try Dispel Magic on it?
You're trying to use like the circlet bit? Doesn't really seem to work.
Well, what does it look like? Anyone got something I can look at?
Well, it looks like black scales, but not like really heavy or thick or anything. All right, I'm gonna kind of like sit there and stare at it and kind of commit where the outer edges of it are to memory.
Okay.
That way, if it starts spreading, I can tell.
This is not a show wide. We need total concentration.
All right, everyone, good for the.
Should we try
No, Broudran, we should not try lard. You and that fucking jar of lard. Why don't you go lard up yourself and slide around a bit, sir?
To be fair, we saw what this did to Kildrak. Should we not try to remove it now where it spreads?
Malik is also like drawing like Grum's face basically and like keeping the measurements there.
One thing I can try.
Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt, Grum.
No, it doesn't hurt.
I'm asking the virus if it hurts.
Like
Grum.
when you go to touch it, it feels kind of like just, you know, a slightly singed wound. So like if you had any other like singed shut wound, then it would feel like that.
Oh
God.
If I see him again, I'm gonna try to see if I can attack him. This bastard.
I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration.
Okay.
On it.
That can remove like super high effects, yeah.
Yeah, it removes like curses, charms, petrifications, reductions to ability scores. Yeah.
All right. It seems to heal up the like black flaking bit. It does still have like the skin or the singed like claw marks.
Well, yeah, it's not healing the wound; it's removing the curse out of it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna look at Grum and go, we'll just let your new ring fix that. But I got rid of the black stuff.
That's fine. So long as he didn't try to. He didn't feel like it hurt me that much anyway.
I'm more worried about corruption spreading because Kildrak didn't look like he was in control. Last thing we need, Grum, is for your brain and your head to be fine, and the rest of you trying to kill us.
Alright, because that could really...
Yeah, it would be bad.
Welcome to the blender.
Would it be too far-fetched to actually try to cut the flesh off?
I mean, if she's willing to, I can patch her up. It's not like I can't fix any physical damage I'll deal to her. But that's up to her. I'm not gonna cut it out when I'm...
The actual dark flaky bits have gone away. It's just scratch mark.
Like, clearly, as long as she doesn't get infected, I can purge it out, so...
Okay.
Well, that's fine. It looks like a nice battle scar, even though it's from a creepy molesting demon.
She's still Grum. Alright, shall we get moving, folks?
Alright, yes, you can move.
Let's go!
Alright, we're gonna start heading back to that crossroads and then down to the vigil.
Alright. You travel for probably about like half a day. You reach the crossroads. Are you doing anything in the town, or are you just kind of outskirting it and going on your way?
I vote we just keep trucking.
Okay. Fair enough. My lord, are we not stuck?
Tell us to meet him here.
What was that?
I believe one of these guys had an insight check out of character to like told them to get to this place.
We were told to get back to the vigil.
Okay.
Not the crossroads.
I'm
just making sure.
Vigil. Yeah, they had said Godric's vigil, not the crossroads.
Because Godric's vigil will be within the circle, I guess you'd call it, of the gods. Oh, by the way, as we're going to look at Gannel and go, oh, by the way, I told Godric about the whole Uranus thing. He is none too pleased, and he is perfectly fine with us attempting to kill him.
I think it was a mistake telling him.
I don't. They're already having a problem with him.
We could have used this to our advantage.
Well, fun fact, you remember that deck I was pulling cards from? I can ask one question, and I will get a true answer.
Hey, I got one too.
Yeah, good, Grum. So see, one of us, me or Grum, can ask how we can kill the demon, and the other one can ask how we can kill Uranus. And we will get an actual usable answer.
Oh, I want to use my card.
Oh, what, did you get that one?
I got a Vizier too, yeah.
Oh my god, Broudran. So there we go, we got 3 options to get actual viable answers.
Okay. So you make the first half alright. You're going into like the other road. Travel on for about like a quarter of a day. Gannel, what's your passive perception is what, like 25?
Sorry. She 24.
24?
Yes, sir.
You suddenly notice like a lot of rustling in the leaves. It initially would sound like the wind going through it, but there's a lot of noise in the forest right now.
See if these fucking bandits again. I'm just gonna look. I imagine I'm probably next to Candide, because we've been a little bit more social than the rest of them. I'm sort of nudge him. Do you hear that?
Can I roll perception?
Yeah. Sounds like the leaves are rustling from the wind.
I hear something. I'm not sure what it is. Something in the leaves.
I think there's more to it. I'm going to take a short sword from my side and cut off the path and start heading up the side of it into the brush.
I'll follow.
Can I make a move silently?
Well, I kinda... What? Yeah, go ahead and do a stealth check.
I have no idea what's happening right now.
Yeah, they just start going off into the forest.
Yeah, they probably heard something. I'm gonna let them flush it out.
Boo!
So, boo. So now you kind of slip into the trees and like... Candide, you don't know where the fuck Gannel went. You were following him and he just like all of a sudden... Gannel? But, okay. I got lost 10 feet from camp. Okay. Candide, you're kind of going in there and, like, trying to be sneaky and trying to figure out what happens. And let's see here. What's your AC?
Whom are you speaking to?
Candide.
17.
Yeah, it's gonna end pretty soon. Alright, suddenly, just from seemingly out of nowhere, like, a stinger tail kind of like goes towards your head and you manage to dodge that one. You manage to dodge another one coming from up behind you. And then one gets you right in the arm and another one gets you in the side. Go ahead and make a con save.
These fuckers.
2 con saves, actually. I'm sorry.
Oh, dear God.
Alright. So, you're taking a total of about like 17 damage. And there's now just a little bunch of tiny red little things. And as soon as they all pop up, they all start kind of looking at each other. Like, wait. Like, there's 2 sets of them, and you can tell that they're looking at the other set, kind of like, wait, what the fuck? And they start, like, yelling in some kind of weird, like, gibberish.
Do they notice me? I mean, they paying any attention to
You're
me?
over on the road. These guys are in the forest. They kind of just went wandering off.
Well, I'm assuming I'm hearing the
You
weird...
hear, ah! And then you hear, like...
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm gonna say, Grum, I think there's a fight.
Fight? A fight?
Let's
Where?
go.
Where?
Towards the screaming.
Gannel, you see something kind of weird. You see that exchange where they like stab him and then they stop immediately and like look at each other like, what the fuck? And then they start yelling and screaming and then they start like trying to sting each other.
Fuck. Do I get to drop on these things?
Oh yeah, they seem to have no idea that you're there, and if they did, they don't care now.
Ooh.
Candide, you also notice this. They kind of just seem to completely ignore you now.
I'm gonna take an attack at one.
Naughty shot!
By the way, I am tromping my way towards it, and I'm like motioning for Grum, Malik, and all them to... Grum, Malik, Broudran to come along.
Look at my things here.
Yep.
Yes, we are coming along.
I guess they've technically taken turns, so I guess I won't get a drop on them, huh?
Yeah, you will.
Because I get advantage if it is.
Yep.
And if I hit, that'd be an auto crit.
Yeah, one of them just kind of implodes as it's getting, like, stabbed by the other thing. Hey, what is that? Hey, thanks much for the follow there, Krillin Rocks. We appreciate it immensely. Alright.
The instant I can see these, by the way, I'm going to try out my new cloak and throw a star.
Okay, we'll let Candide get a shot before you get there, since they'll have done that. Assuming he wants to shoot these fucking idiots that are like...
Yeah. I want to roll my sneak attack just because.
Because I want to see it. Yeah, he explodes in like chunks as the arrow just...
Alright, Candide, show us what you got, big man. Show us what you got, Braxy.
It's your audition, bro.
That is not a good audition.
Yeah, this is not my night. Jesus Christ.
Also, we need to fix your sheet, because it's not auto-rolling damage. Or auto-rolling
Yeah,
advantage.
I just noticed that. Also, you want to do the other crossbow down lower, Brax.
Oh, yeah, because we added that. You're right.
Yep.
Do you want me to re-roll it or just do it next time?
Yes, please do.
Oh yeah, that's totally a better crossbow.
Yeah, that is a much better crossbow. Alright, why is it not rolling the damage? I thought I had you do it. Oh, there we go. There we go.
You have it set to always roll advantage and auto roll.
I got it, yeah. Auto roll damage. Always roll. There we go. Alright, go ahead and click that button one more time, Brax. Just so that we can
We're just
get
getting
damage.
the damage, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically, he also gets multi-shots, too, so...
Jesus Christ.
Are you using any of your, like, fancy schmancy stuff with that, by the way, Brax? Like, any of your, like... Shots abound! Because there are a couple of them that are within 5 feet of each other.
Yeah. No, I will next time. Let me read, and I will.
Okay. So, yeah, you hit the one, and it kind of just gets a bolt, like, in the side of the head. The one next to the one that Gannel had exploded. And it just... ah! Another one just goes down, and you get another shot, Candide. This one gets one clean in the chest, but it's still up by a little bit. Not by very much.
Alright.
And in the moment of confusion, the other one stabs that one, and it just stops moving, and it's like...
Take that, you bastards!
Sneaky little fucks. Kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you waiting, huh?
God damn it.
Alright, Brannick, you show up, or the rest of you show up as he, like, just... Pew, pew, pew. You guys get to see something really, really neat. Candide straight up, like, shoots the crossbow, and he's so fast about it, he literally just dunks his hand crossbow into the bolt pack and just has another one already in it and shoots again.
Dear God, he's fast. I'm gonna look at Grum and go, you know what, Grum? You have them. Go have fun.
Yay!
I'm sending the angry person.
The angry person. Alright.
By the way, the two that are left,
ahead.
are they arguing?
Oh, there's only one left, and it's...
Oh, he's happy right now?
Cause you, like, you walked up as you saw the bolt, like, hit the other one in the chest, and it was like, ah! You know, like, ow, and then the other one just stabbed it. And it just fell down dead in it.
Yeah, just kill it, Grum.
I'm just gonna go ahead and go rage. No, not even rage. Nah, yeah.
Just walk up and...
Nah, I'll just walk it. Yeah, I'll just walk it.
Smacking and whacking.
It seems really, really happy, and it's just like, nah, nah. You walk up behind it, and it, like, its fist kind of, like, touches you, and it kind of stops, turns around, squish. Just immediately dead.
What the hell was this?
I don't know.
No idea.
Well, it's dead now. That's what it is.
Wait, are these those little red shits that we once caught before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why were they stabbing each other? An excellent question, my lord. I told you, stop calling me that.
Oh, I'm gonna lean over to Gannel and go, you can kill that weird little knight dude. If Malik lets you. I got no problems, that's weird.
That doesn't sound very, that sounds very evil, Brannick. Okay.
Are we going to have to do an alignment shift?
Now with no hesitation, and then now you're planting evil messages in his brain, corrupting him once more to kill an innocent person.
I only killed Gannel because he asked.
And now you're asking someone to kill an innocent person that didn't do nothing to you.
Yet.
You gotta watch yourself, boy. I'm the one who got scraped, but it seems like you're the one that's getting corrupted.
I literally like put my bow on, roll my eyes, and walk back to the road.
So what
All
the
right.
hell, man?
So you guys start walking back, and now you have to wonder, what the hell were these things? Why were they here again? Why were they fighting each other? And these are all questions that we'll try to answer next week.
Next time.
Next time on the Grand Adventure, will Gannel actually find more uses for his bow? Will he figure out what he can actually do with that circlet thing now? Will Vrennick go full-on lawful evil? Find out next time on the Grand Adventure. Also, I do want to take a second to say, oh wow, something's above there.
Hey, that 31, that 25 day ain't horrible,
Yeah.
bro.
Want to say thank you
Those were
to
good.
all the fantastic patrons who have decided to donate here, which includes the illustrious Saevrick and Clay here. Thank you guys!
Rex was all by himself there. He's like, I'm above it.
I'm a guy. Whoop,
Rex
whoop,
like,
whoop,
I'm
layering! Alright, take care everyone. See you on Wednesday for Shadows of War!